What is up, everyone? Kaci and Rhonda here. We are doing another lightning round, and what we're focusing on today is saying no. Saying no to the good to get to the great.
Hey there, if you like this video, make sure to click the subscribe button so that we can let you know the next time that we drop a new video. So let's get back to it. Now,
What does that even mean?
I know, but I need to stop you here just really quickly because I love to give credit where credit is due. And I was having a conversation with Heather, who is absolutely amazing. I think Heather and I have been working now off and on together for like 3 or 4 years. We were having this conversation, and I think I'm going to brag on us a little bit, Cassie Brown, because she came up with this quote as a filter of how Cassie and I make decisions. And I know for me, so I almost like led a double life. I had built a business all on my own for years and years and years. And it got to the point where it was systematized and I read the numbers. I had a roadmap. So it was very easy for me to make decisions in instant, and I could do it confidently. I knew the levers that I could pull. But then I transitioned online and I started trying to make decisions. And all I wanted was clarity and confidence. And when we're talking about good to great, what does that even mean? I wanted to be able to confidently say, I'm going to do this and be okay with not what was going to happen on the other side. The only way to create the roadmap, friends, is to take imperfect action when you make a decision, right? And so for me, when I heard say no to the good so you can say yes to the great, what that meant was boundaries so that you can make decisions quicker and you can make them confidently. Therefore, you can see progress faster. So when I shared with you, we're working on website copy. We're going to be honest. We're pulling back the curtain here. We're working on all kinds of things simultaneously. And this phrase came up. Cassie, what did it mean to you?
I appreciated the perspective so much because Heather like knows the ins and the outs on the back end of the business, but she also sees the work that we put in on the front, and she knows our commitment and she knows our ethos. And she also, has access to all of the coaching call recordings. So she sees like the repetitive nature on how we're coaching people through these decisions. And it really, like, in a way, it summed up what the end result is when we're looking at laying everything out on the table and intentionally choosing what we're picking up, right? And the direction that we're going in, right? It goes beyond, just niching down or serving a certain vertical or tightening up your avatar or dream client or whatever. It is all encompassing. Where's your energy and attention going? What's sucking it versus what's like energizing it and lifting it up and like just multiplying it. I think multiply, so for me, that is the filter. And that's what it means. Letting go of the good to get to the great. What great is being multiplied? And what decisions am I making to multiply my steps forward into the ripple effect of impact that I want to make?
So do we want to share, we never reveal names of our clients, but do we want to share just like a little like mini case study of someone who is in our community that is saying no to the good so that they can get to the great, and I'm going to add another, where they are in their season of life. Yeah. So do we want to talk about that just a little bit?
I think it's really important. I think real world examples helps people see like where the alignment is in their lives, where the similarities are, because we all have a choice, right? And when we are committed to growing our business, we look at like, and many of us fall for this lie. My solution is for everyone. Anyone can use this. And it's not. And this is just, a very top level example of like dialing it in, right? So that would be good, right? Good would be like universal, right? Here's a universal product, but great is life-changing.
And so right before the holidays, one of our clients, she had an opportunity. She had been working with this client a lot. It was a relationship she was very comfortable with. However, she questioned her ability to say no. But she said no because in the season of life where she is, she has littles and her husband travels extensively, so is not necessarily home all the time to help. So in that season of life, around the holidays, she wanted to show up and be present with her family, which, friends, leveraging that time and knowing how to use the time is the new black. Like, let's just say that here on this episode, that is the new black. All right. Not the thousands and the millions and all of the things. You can't get that time back. Right. So she said no. Fast forward 3 months. Cassie Brown, what happened?
So the same client that she had an incredible relationship with, that the project popped up, and she, stayed to what she had decided to focus on her family and said no, declined the project, circled back around with even greater rewards because she said no. The relationship didn't suffer. The long-term client actually, I feel like, and this is really a reflection, respects her more. Mm-hmm. And this time around, this project that they're working on is the biggest one they've ever collaborated on yet.
Boom. So it's kind of like, I always say this, it's kind of like when your mama says something, you're like, yeah. But when your bestie says it, you're like, okay, I want 10 of them. Right. So we've given you like the quote from Heather. That wasn't even our quote, but we have taken that like as one of our mantras. And we have shared what that means for me, what that means for Cassie. But then we've also given you the real world, like how they have applied this. And I think the result of it is the confidence that is felt as a result of that imperfect, scary action that we all take. Right?
Yeah. And so I want to encourage you guys, like a lot of what we put in here on these lightning round coaching is what we see patterns of what we see in the people that we coach one-to-one and the people that we coach in the mastermind. And it's one of those things where if you just start kind of layering these things in your decision-making process, right? Just pause for a moment, right? Because I had to create a rule for myself. I had to create a rule because I get super excited. I love serving. I see the opportunities everywhere, right? And so in a previous filming of an episode, we talked about a filter that we use that when we work with people, you have to match or exceed our energy, right? So I feel like this is another layer, right? Of are we saying yes to good, and will it create an opportunity to miss a great, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's one of the things, whereas we don't want to miss the greats. We don't want to be so busy, right? There's no glory in hustling, like 80 hours a week, 16-hour days. Like for us, and some people still brag about it, but for us, like, give me my 3-day work week, give me my 4-hour day, give me my weekends at the ball field, right? That's the great. So what am I saying no to get to the great? It's not always money. It's not always clients. It's not always offers. So I just want to encourage you to see the opportunities to layer that into, like, yes, I'm excited. Yes, I see the potential, but is this going to distract me and miss something, right? Is it going to take my focus away from that big vision, right? And so when you put that together in your filtering system, you will get to that big vision faster. Not only that, but it will keep growing. It will grow and it just gets back to multiply, right? Multiply, right? We want you to multiply.
And what we're offering here, friends, is like, I don't know what shoes you're wearing today, but we've been in those shoes. That's why we're so passionate about these filters. Like, we've been there, done that. We've worked the 80-hour work weeks. We've worked the 7-day weeks. We've done like 12, 15-hour days, managing the 4 kids, the husbands, the house, the animals, all of the things. We have the t-shirt. Again, we are a t-shirt company. No, just kidding. We're not, but I feel like we need to be, because we have that t-shirt and we understand what we're trying to give you is the fast pass to get there quicker, more confident. So if you like this episode, you know where I'm going. Subscribe. We're dropping these gems I don't even know how often we drop them, but we drop them a lot. We drop it like it's hot. And make sure that you subscribe. We're the Hot Mamas. I mean, like, there's so many things that I could say, but go ahead and subscribe. And then the Underground podcast, which to me, again, you've heard me say, it's a really sexy offer. If it's an underground, like, everybody wants to be a part of it. We're not on the Spotify's and the Apples and all that. Oh, no, we're not. We just drop it to our dreamies each and every week, the Customers for Life podcast. So until next time, take care. We'll talk soon.
Bye, everyone.